It is Friday, the 14th of March, and you are at the right place with Sport Wrap, giving you the wrap up of the stories that are hot right now in Namibia and, of course, across the globe. Just now, we're going to dive into the hit list, starting with the Brave Warriors squad announcement. Brave Warriors head coach Colin Benjamin has named a 24-man squad for Namibia's upcoming World Cup qualifiers against Malawi and Equatorial Guinea. Let's have a look at the folks that will be representing the nation. Looking at goalkeepers Lloyd Kadhapwa, Edward Moava, and Kamaijanda Ndisiro. Defenders Ivan Kamberipa, Charles Hambira, Sergio Damaseb, Cisco Haraseb, Valvin Hanamub, Joseph Bonifacius Tuhafeni, David Ngero Katwa. Midfielders Aprocius Petrus, Johannes Mutanga, Willie Stephanus, Dion Hoto. Oh, you know we're looking forward to that. Levi Alpheus, Prince Shueda, he's also been very hot. Paulus Amutenya, Moses Shidolo, Dynamo Fredericks. And the forwards, you know that name, Peter Shadulile, Mudeu Betuel, Elmo Kambindu, and Jocelyn Kamatuka. We are certainly wishing the Brave Warriors all the best in their World Cup qualifiers. Now let's have a look at the weekend fixtures for what you can expect. And of course, this is courtesy of the Sport Wrap publication. On Friday, we're looking at women's cricket T20 quadrangular in Entebbe, Uganda. Namibia is going to be taking on Uganda at 1 p.m. Schools hockey, Windhoek hockey tournament is going to be happening, and matches will be at Windhoek High School, Trusco Davinastro, and at Windhoek Afis Astro in Pioneers Park. School sports at Technical High School is also expected in Windhoek. Football, Debmarine Namibia Premier League is continuing. SKW Stadium, that's going to be in Olympia. Looking at Saturday, road running in Windhoek City Center, that's the MTC Runners Connect. Starting time 6 a.m. 21 kilometers is the first race to get going. Mountain biking east of Windhoek, that's going to be the Hollard Gravel and Dirt Series Event 1. This is the Little Las Vegas MTB. Cricket, ICC Cricket World Cup League 2 Triangular. Windhoek Wanderers Field is going to be the 6th ODI. Namibia Richelieu Eagles versus Canada. We're also looking at some club rugby. NRU Premier League, Walvis Bay versus FNB Kudus. Sorry, this is in Walvis Bay, so it's the FNB Kudus versus the FNB Dolphin. Broadcaster NTV. Do make sure you check that out. DSTV 285, GoTV 25, OneUp2.com, and Network Media Hub on YouTube. Then it's also going to be Commercial. In Commercial, FNB Western Suburbs taking on FNB UNAM. In Rehoboth, FNB Rio Falcon and FNB Rio Wanderers. Yes, so you can see the schedule. You'll be able to check it out in the papers. We're going to take a quick break. All right, so those were some of the weekend fixtures. Do check out our publications, Namibian Sun, Algemene Zeitung, as well as Republican for the full fixture list. Now we move on. Beyond the Goalposts, a powerful documentary that delves into the untold stories of Namibian women in football. Through intimate storytelling and first-hand accounts, the documentary highlights the dedication of female athletes, the resilience of their coaches and managers, and the structural hurdles they face within the sport. The premiere offered a unique opportunity to engage with key figures in Namibian football, industry stakeholders, and the athletes shaping the future of the sport.
I hope you're ready for today's match. I hope you're ready for the opponent. Take out your A game. Keep them on their toes. Press the defenders. Focus on positioning. Let's fight together. Have a target. Keep your position. Do not give them space. We need to work hard. Attack, attack, defend, defend arrows.
Certainly looking forward to watching Beyond the Goalpost. Now let's have a look at the Futsal AFCON provisional squad. This should be quite exciting. They've got quite an undertaking. And this is the squad representing Namibia. Kenora Kasume, Mbishi Tanjambi Mungunda, Kamunikire Giluka, Albertina Aludilu, Diane Koch, Tangi Mulundu, Fiola Fliet, Memory Ngonda, Hanvavi Mohinacho, Millicent Hikwama, Christofina Benyameni, Hilary Gontes, Charlotte Richter, Melissa Matthews, Mbishita Kashipi, and Agnes Kawuzu. We certainly wish the futsal squad all the best. This is the provisional AFCON squad. We're going to take another break before we return to spotlight the triathletics.
Imagine something so ahead of its time. It was designed to fit in with a future that hasn't happened yet. That future is here. Get it.
As you know, on Wednesday we had the triathletics. That's Windhoek Gymnasium, Windhoek Afrikaans Privaat School, and Windhoek High School battling it out. And now we have the 200-meter highlights. This is going to be exciting. Have a look.
Off they go! There they go, ladies and gentlemen. Nicolise Lombard is in the outer lane. However, Windhoek Gymnasium is coming in for the win. So what's going to happen here, ladies and gentlemen? Approaching the 100-meter mark. Gymnasium is taking the lead, ladies and gentlemen. That is Alexandra Skiepert. But Nicolise Lombard, there she goes. Ladies and gentlemen, representing the country. There she goes. It is a close call. Beautiful, beautiful. Off they go, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, Lombard, he's
Ooh.
running the goal.
Lombard has, oh my God, there he comes. He's leading the race.
Yeah, he's coming in the inside line. It's Lombard.
Absolutely beautiful. Take a look. Windhoek High School wants to steal Windhoek Gymnasium. He is not giving them the chance.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, Etienne Lombard.
Well,
what did I say?
You are correct. Etienne Lombard showing his best.
Off they go, ladies and gentlemen. There they are. Ooh! Windhoek High School is coming in for the win. It is a race between Windhoek High School and Windhoek Gymnasium. Where is JC Leroux in the running? There comes Windhoek Gymnasium, ladies and gentlemen, coming in for the win. Absolutely amazing. Windhoek High School.
Who is going to cross the line really first? It's Windhoek High School on the line, ladies.
Okay, so we are joined by Emmanuel Chikongo, who just won the 400 meters. Emmanuel, tell us, how did you enjoy it preparation-wise? How was it getting ready for this event?
I trained with Coach Luani at QSBC, helped me get ready for the race. I ran at zonals yesterday, so it kind of warmed me up because at zonals I came second overall, the time of 53 seconds. So I was kind of prepared for the race.
And how does it feel getting the best of Windhoek Afrikaans and Windhoek Gymnasium?
It helped me to prepare for regionals because it puts me in a better mindset that I can actually make it to nationals.
Okay, now one more question. It rained a little bit. Tell me, what's the difference with running on the grass while it's wet and running on the normal surface?
On the normal surface, it's much better because on the grass it drops your impact, so you won't get enough out
Yeah.
to run faster. On the wet grass it's way worse because not only you are not running on top, but like the water absorbs, so like you're getting little bounce.
Yeah. Okay, but anyways, big congratulations for you for coming first.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Feel like I should, feel like I should, feel like I should, feel like I should go. Go. Feel like I should go. Feel like I should, feel like I should, feel like I should, feel like I should go. Feel like I should go.
As we know, there's a lot of exciting Premier League action that is coming through, and the best people to help you with your slips are Javon and Brian with Bet with the Best. And right after that is going to be Ari Hochad signing us out with Globetrotting. From me, Ashwin Bedi, have a wonderful sporting weekend.
Okay, well, and just like that, I'm joined by Javon Wilson. Jeff, exciting win for us yesterday. Let's start off with that. Bruno Fernandes scoring a hat-trick for Manchester United. Very, very exciting there. But yeah, just tell me how you're doing and how you're excited for this upcoming weekend.
Yeah, as you said, they're United getting the win. Our only unbeaten club in Europe. So hopefully we can clinch that trophy in the Europa League in that Europe competition. Wishing them all the best.
Thoughts on Bruno Fernandes? I mean, there's been a lot of talk in the Premier League that he does not come to the levels of Odegaard. Kevin De Bruyne is better than this guy. And yet he's the one that's carrying Manchester United. Scored a brilliant free kick against the Arsenal. Scored 2 penalties yesterday. Closed it off with a wonderful goal. Yeah, so...
Yeah, really silencing the critics over there. I do feel that he is leading by example, you know, being the captain and all. So hopefully he can end of the season pretty well. He's a talented player. You just need that leadership skills and that leadership role and qualities from him.
Well, before we do get into the Champions League, are we winning Europa?
I think so.
Or is it a tough one?
It's a tough one, definitely. But we are, as I said, unbeaten so far. We haven't been beaten in that competition, so why not?
Lyon is our next,
Yeah.
it's our next team, but I think
Nemanja Matic, former United player there.
so we should be getting through them.
Yeah, I think so. I think Europe we're doing pretty well. I think Amaran is doing a decent job there. So I think that if any punter wants to put some money down on the outrights, it's available at jspsports.bet.
Then you can go for Manchester United. That's if you are a Manchester United fan. Let's have a look at the Champions League. You know, the Champions League has been full of wonderful results. It's been great. We're going to talk about the controversial goal that happened in the Madrid clash at the Bernabeu. Not the Bernabeu, at the Atletico Madrid Stadium. But look, Arsenal made it through PSV after a 2-2 draw. Real Madrid made it through penalty shootout. PSG went and did the impossible at the Anfield Stadium. We have some Liverpool supporters in the house. I hope they are doing fine there. And then we'll also be looking at Aston Villa. They made it easy. I mean, Club Brugge, easy task. Barca making it easy, look easy against Benfica, putting on a wonderful score. Dortmund having to come back from behind to win the match 2-1. Bayern Munich destroyed Leverkusen once again. Very shocking result for me personally. And I think the dark horses of the tournament, like you alluded to earlier, Inter Milan is past and they'll be taking on Bayern Munich.
Yeah, as I said last week, I do fancy Inter.
Toca antes dele chutar com o pé direito, ó.
Parabéns no editor. Shout for winning that competition. Also, reiterating what I said last week, Atletico Madrid beating Real Madrid in the 90 minutes.
Yes, you were right with that one.
Not a surprise there. I told you it'll be tough for Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Fortunately, as my colleague said, KJ, that Real Madrid need to be in the Champions League perhaps for marketing and etc. purposes. So therefore, that Alvarez goal was ruled out. The penalty kick.
Do you think? Okay, let's look at it like this. Do you think that's the reason why they're gonna try and do everything by the means to make sure Madrid go through to at least the semi-finals?
Yeah, look, you raised an interesting point. I never looked at it that way, but perhaps You know, like from my side, I didn't see Alvarez touch the ball twice. I don't think anyone did, but the referee and VAR did. So yeah, Real Madrid are still in it, and it's obviously good for the Champions League, for the title holders, for the guys that want it the most to be in the competition.
Okay, well, for those viewers that did not see it, we do have a video clip. So we're just going to play you as an overlay, so you guys can just see and make the decision for yourself of if it's a penalty, if it should be given as a penalty, or if the man did touch the ball twice. So looking at the footage will come up shortly, and then we can just decide. But Javon, it's really a tough one. Like, look at it. The ball goes, and then for me, it's right there. So they say it's a slight. That's a slight touch, Javon. We can't rule that out. We're gonna play it back and then just show you once again when the ball gets slowed down. It's a thing we've seen with Alvarez. That's usually how he takes his penalties. He has this technique. But I think for this one, it was unnecessary for VAR to go calling out. But like you said, Madrid is a team that belongs to the Champions League. I think that's what persuaded them to just giving the decision as a...
Look, it's heartbreaking for the Atleti fans, of course. And the fact that they had to show that over and over the replays clearly shows that it wasn't 100% certain. They weren't 100% certain. And if you are in doubt, then you leave it out. Then you give it as a goal. You know, the fact that they had to rule that out was controversial. So, yeah, unlucky to the Atleti supporters there. So.
And it's the first time ever in the Champions League match where a penalty in the penalty shootout had to be, where we had involvement from the VAR, having the penalty disallowed, which was very shocking for a lot of the football fans. But the moment you guys have been waiting for, you guys are looking to make some money. Your best slip looks very nice.
Yeah, one lost last week. I took the Spurs in that one, and Spurs went down early against Bournemouth, and then unfortunately we couldn't get the win there. That was the only game that didn't come through for that bet slip. Unlucky for the punters.
You know, I think what we should do from now on is we should, like this slip we just placed now, like yours, I'll take it, give it to me after it wins or after it loses, so we can just like revert back and just see where it went wrong and where it could have gone better.
Yes, of course.
Okay, but cool. Run it through for us.
Straightforward. Forest away, they're doing pretty well in form against a struggling Ipswich side.
Lovely odds.
Yeah, very lovely. I'll take that. I would have taken Wolves straight, but Southampton did a decent first half against Liverpool.
Okay.
Have a bit of bite in them. Nothing to lose, throwing everything but the kitchen sink. So I will go with Wolves plus draw, double chance there. And then in the Championship, I looked at the teams that are in the top 10, facing the teams that are in the bottom. Blackburn, Watford, and West Brom. I know I have a friend, Dino, that supports Watford. Hopefully they can get the 3 points there. And then Blackburn and West Brom as well. I think that's a decent bet slip. I would suggest any punter to jump on. $50 will give you 1,400. That's about 25 odds.
Looks lovely. I like the Nottingham Forest match. I think they played to a 0-0, 1-1, 2-2 draw in the FA Cup earlier that had to be decided by penalties. But they didn't play with the full squad, so I think they're back with the full squad, and that could mean a lot of good for Nottingham Forest. Let's have a look at mine. I think mine has less games on than yours. But I think one of my favorite matches for this weekend has to be Manchester City. Once again, I lost because of Manchester City last weekend. They got beat by, who beat them last week?
It was the Forest.
Forest beat City 1-0. I could not, but I think it was Nottingham Forest.
Kickoff match.
Was it City at home?
No, it was Forest.
Forest was at home. Then it makes sense. Okay, cool. I have 12 odds. $400. You can go away with $1,294.49 on a full fold. So that means I have Manchester City to go out and get a straight win. That means 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, whatever. Nottingham Forest also went for a straight win. Wolverhampton Wanderers, unlike you going for the double chance, I went for the straight win. We have a Southampton fan in the house as well. I went for a straightforward Wolverhampton win. So I think that's going to be a comfortable win for Wolverhampton. And then I squeezed in one more. I really like this bet slip. And then I squeezed in one more. Manchester United to beat Leicester City after the form that Bruno Fernandes is in. I'll also encourage everyone to include him in your fantasy teams, because I think I'm going to be putting my captaincy band on him. But I think we'll be having more fantasy chats as well eventually. Eventually on the show. But you guys should stay tuned for that. So looking at the games of the weekend, we also have Formula One.
Yeah, that's starting.
Beautiful
beautiful outrights there. I know a lot of our punters out there will be supporting Lewis Hamilton this season. We're offering for him to win the championship, I think 8 odds, which is decent. You put $1,000 down. Towards the end of the season, you can win 8,000. That's a decent profit there, 7,000. So yeah, a lot of sports. There's a Carabao Cup final as well between Liverpool and Newcastle. There's a massive clash between in London with Arsenal and Chelsea. So a lot of sport to look forward to, and a lot of betting options and markets to have as well.
I don't think we have that slide ready yet, but like I said, the Formula One is, yes, we do. Lovely. So the Formula One is on this weekend, like Javon said. Lewis Hamilton will be attempting to go for his 8th championship win, and the odds are also at 8. I mean, 8 plus 8, that just means maybe it's just a coincidence. Maybe I'm reading into it too much, but like Javon said, $1,000 gets you 8,000 Namibian dollars. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's a good bonus towards the end of the year, right? Yeah,
but what are your thoughts on the first round? I mean, the odds look good. Verstappen isn't favorite. That's very
quite
shocking.
Surprising that Lando is the favorite there. Yeah. So it's interesting odds there we look at. So yeah, let's see what happens on Sunday. Not a big Formula One fan myself, but I'm definitely going to be watching.
I think for the viewers, I'll put a pun on Lewis Hamilton at 8 odds. He's riding for Ferrari. It's his first time. It's going to be his debut. I promise it's going to be very, very special. Max Verstappen has been around, but yeah, I think my money is going to be on the man himself, the legend himself. That's Lewis Hamilton.
I see a couple of heads nodding here in the studio.
Not a lot of people are agreeing with us, but yes, viewers, that's all the time that we do have for you for this lovely segment. Hopefully, I mean, it depends on who you want to jump on. If you have $100, break it down, put 50 on Javon's, put 50 on mine's, or at the end of the day, combine the two, get your games that you feel that you're comfortable with, and good luck, and hopefully you guys can win some cash this weekend.
Yeah, hopefully all the best to everyone out there. Obviously, we still have the Soccer 13, that's tomorrow, big pools there as well, so all the best to all the punters out there that's going to be betting with JSPSports.bet.
Well, guys, there you heard it from Javon Wilson.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, and starting off with soccer news first, it is Europa League. It was the quarterfinals, or the round of 16 rather. There were 8 games played, and it is some of the English Premier League teams that did well, especially Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham Hotspur lost their first game in the first leg against Alkmaar. It was AZ Alkmaar, but it was Tottenham Hotspur beating Alkmaar at home by 3-1. That's good enough for an aggregate win of 3-2, so they through to the last 8. Also Manchester United, a good win for them. Real Sociedad, they beat them by 4-1, so Manchester City through on an aggregate of 5-2. Some of the other teams that through to the last 8 is Frankfurt that beat Ajax on an aggregate of 6-2. Also Lazio, they had a 1-1 draw against Pleasant, but it was enough for a 3-2 aggregate. The Lazio through. Then Olympiades, they through as well, beating Bodø Glimt, and then it's Lyon. They played against FCSB, and they beat them by 4-0 for aggregate of 7-1. So Lyon also through. And then lastly Rangers, they lost against Fenerbahce, and it was not good enough for Fenerbahce to go through. It was an aggregate win for Rangers by 3-2. Rangers also through to the last 8. That's all Europa League last 16 games that was played. Going on to tennis news, exciting tennis, Indian Wells. In the men's division, it is Carlos Alcaraz continuing his good form. He's the second seed, beat Emilio Corandolo by 6-3, 7-6. He's into the semi-finals. And also a good win for Jack Draper, 13th seed. He beat Ben Shelton of the USA in 2 sets. Exciting semi-finals on the way in the women's division of the Indian Wells. It is Madeline Keys, the 5th seed, that's through to the semi-finals. She beat Donna Bencic by 6-1, 6-1, a comprehensive win. She's got a tough semi-final playing against Arena Sabalenka in the semi-final, and the other semi-final will be also 2 very informed players, Iga Swiatek against Mira Andreeva. So that is all in the semi-finals of the Indian Wells tournament. Closing off with Formula One racing news. Exciting. It is Sunday, the first race of the new season. 24 races to go in the season is Formula One. The big news is obviously Lewis Hamilton racing for Ferrari for the first time, and he will team up in a very strong combination with Charles Leclerc for Ferrari. Other favourites in the race in Australia and for the season is Max Verstappen, the defending champion, in his Red Bull Honda. Then also it is for McLaren, it is the local favourite, that is Oscar Piastri of Australia. Australia. He's going to be one of the favourites in Sunday's race. There will be 24 races. The last one will be on the 7th of December, only in Abu Dhabi. And so Sunday's race will start at 6 a.m. That is Namibian time for those that want to get up early for that Formula One race. So that's international sports news for today. Hope you have a great sport day and sport weekend. We talk international sport again on Monday. Goodbye.